Prince Philip's relationship with Malta was rather long and quite an intimate one. First of all, one has to bear in mind that the royal couple came to Malta precisely because of Prince Philip himself. He was on duty with the Royal Navy, and that is why he and the Princess Elizabeth came to Malta. The princess came to Malta to accompany him while he was on duty with the Royal Navy, and hadn't it been for that, there would have been no reason for them to come over to Malta in the first place. Most probably they were introduced to this place, to Villa Guardamangia, by Louis Mountbatten, who had resided in this building previously and then eventually even later on. He used to rent it from the family of Bartolo, Augustus Bartolo, a very prominent pro-British politician in Malta, and then eventually from family Schembri, another pro-British politician with the Labour Party in Malta as well. An important witness to the Prince and the Princess' stay in Malta was that of Pamela Hicks, who was the daughter of Louis Mountbatten, who witnessed some of the precious moments which the Prince and the Princess spent together here in Malta. She documented how they could afford to live a normal family life while here. Sometimes when they felt like it, they would pick up the car and go around the countryside for a picnic, go for walks, go for a swim, and they treasured this period of time as the most beautiful in their lives, because shortly afterwards, in 1953, the princess became queen, and basically that was the end of her private life. So when they look back, they always treasure their stay in Malta for that precise reason. We know that Philip enjoyed greatly his time here in Malta. He enjoyed playing polo, so he spent much of his free time at the Malta Sports Club, and he enjoyed going for boat trips while here. Apart from that, he enjoyed mostly his job. He was especially attracted to the sea, and that is why he joined the Navy in the first place. Actually, on some occasions, the princess went on the tip of Fort St. Elmo, where there used to be the lighthouse, to wave him goodbye or to welcome him back home. And there used to be a plaque fixed there documenting these occasions. Apart from that, we know that the prince and the princess enjoyed also their sort of nightlife here in Malta. They frequently went for dances in the Phoenicia ballroom and for dinners in the same hotel, apart from dinners at the Admiralty House in Valletta to join the Mountbattens on more than one occasion, and then after dinner go to the Phoenicia to enjoy their evening. Following their departure from Malta in 1951, the royal couple obviously came to Malta on a number of other occasions, official and unofficial, and this applies especially to the prince. We know that he came to Malta for a number of occasions, and mostly to inaugurate some project, one of which was possibly the Hotel Corinthia in Attard. He also inaugurated the Malta Maritime Museum in 1992. Actually, he had a very close relationship with the Malta Maritime Museum. He visited the museum every single time he came to Malta, on official or unofficial business. Actually, he also convinced the Portsmouth trustees to transfer the HMS Hibernia figurehead from Portsmouth to Malta. The figurehead had been in Malta for long years, and he was instrumental for it to be transferred back to Malta. Now it is exhibited at the Malta Maritime Museum. He also donated his badge of Fort St. Angelo from his personal collection to the Malta Maritime Museum. So he had a very special connection with the museum. One other very important episode which demonstrates the close link between the Prince and Malta is in 1964, when Malta became independent, because it was the Prince who handed over the constitutional instruments to Prime Minister George Borge Olivier, in Floriana on 21st September 1964. So we can definitely say that although the Prince had toured all over the world, it is clear that Malta had a very special place in his life, and he treasured his memories over here.